Thank you Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
Hey, what's up everybody? How are you doing? It's your girl Merle, and today we're gonna be living a day in the life of yet another celebrity. You may have seen the video where I ate like Kourtney Kardashian for a day, or the video where I ate like Travis Barker for a day. Today, I'm gonna be eating like Grimes. Specifically, this video comes from one of the Vanity Fair What I Eat in a Day food diaries. This is Grimes pregnancy edition, but I think we can learn a lot about Grimes's overall diet and philosophy with food just by seeing what she eats in a day. I want to say I know Grimes is a controversial figure. Honestly, I was a huge Grimes fan. I loved her passion for the environment. She was pretty publicly vegan for a while. She's always kind of been the weird kid that lives inside all of us, but she just embodies that fully. She's obviously very smart, I think, incredibly talented. Definitely says some things and does some things that I don't understand and do make me question her intelligence. However, there's no denying Grimes is a fascinating creature. I went down a serious Grimes wormhole from learning about how she went like 2 years while she was on tour eating nothing but spaghetti and then losing her hair and being really sick. How she says she on average goes to sleep at 6 a.m. and then wakes up around noon or 1 p.m. And she's a Canadian. Apparently she had a religious upbringing, but she also had a Stalin quote in her yearbook. I'm telling you, I did a deep dive, guys. The lore when it comes to Grimes, it's flowing. And I opened my mouth and I gobbled it up. But she really did do some cool stuff back in the day. She used to be outspoken about her environmentalist passion. She did things like collaborating with Stella McCarthy to produce a sustainable perfume, and she's like donated a lot of her merch to Carbon 180. She came out with like a vintage t-shirt anti-fast fashion line and donated the proceeds from that to Carbon 180. She's done really cool stuff. Then she started dating a certain billionaire because they made the same joke on Twitter, and the rest is history. It's all kind of gone down the tubes from there and become a really messy, contradictory, honestly not fun to look at version of Grimes that I guess is why the RIP Grimes thing is so popular. I mean, you can do as much positive work for the environment, but then you're dating a billionaire and having his kids, and this is a person who like can't stop flying around in his private jet, is notoriously transphobic, racist. Like, Elon Musk is a whole ass mess, okay? How did that happen? I don't know how it happened. And also Grimes did a whole thing where she made like $6 million in NFTs, which are notoriously bad for the environment. Not as bad as a private jet, but still really bad for the environment. So my stance on Grimes is a lot more murky these days. She said and done some things I don't like at all, but I find her fascinating, and I have loved her music growing up. So I was worried about doing this video because I thought some people would get mad, be like, well, you shouldn't even be talking about Grimes. Whatever. If you're mad I'm talking about Grimes, go somewhere else, because you're gonna want to see, or don't actually, because you're gonna want to see what she eats. Even if you're so mad at her, you hate her, you don't listen to her music, you're gonna want to see some of these things she eats. I'm telling you, it's like a stoned teenager meets an alien for breakfast. It's basically perfect. Well, you know what? I was gonna say it's perfect to like ease you into how strange some of these meals are, but actually that is misinformation. We do have one fairly geriatric option, which is fortified cereal with raspberries, blueberries, bananas. I haven't had cereal like since the 90s, I'm pretty sure. Maybe the early 2000s. Certainly never had like fortified cereal, like a Raisin Bran or something like that. So we're gonna try that option first. And then after that we have Grimes's butter toast. Essentially what we're gonna do is we're going to melt butter, vegan butter, in a plate. I'm gonna put it in the microwave and I'm gonna melt some butter down until it covers the entire plate. And then I'm gonna take some toast and I'm gonna saturate it in the butter, both sides. And then I'm gonna add some jam. To be completely honest with you, it's probably gonna be delicious. I'm gonna use some Ezekiel bread, just toast it up, and then I'm gonna microwave some vegan butter. This is truly just making me feel like a night owl. I came back. I just need butter and fruit, which is understandable. There's our butter. I'm gonna let it really soak it in there. Flip it over. Really soak it up. I'm getting in there. I'm getting in there now. Time to add the jam. We want this, like, she said saturated in butter. It is saturated. She said just a little jam, but I'm gonna make sure it's covering the toast, because if we're gonna do this, I'm gonna do it all the way. It's truly just buttered toast, but it's the amount of butter. Like the fact that you can see it pooling there at the bottom. Here we have breakfast number 1, buttered toast. One bite, too slow. man, wow. This is amazing. I mean, yeah, I've had buttered toast before, but saturating it like this, and this is dry. People see Ezekiel bread and they're like, okay, you're vegan. We get that. Even if they didn't know me. They see I have Ezekiel bread, they're probably like, just based on your general aesthetic, your bangs, and this bread, you're probably queer and you're definitely vegan. It's just not the most flamboyant bread. This made it luxurious. This made it a pastry. This is delicious. I love it. I like that Grimes is not your average celebrity, perhaps, where they're like, I'm gonna give you the healthiest breakfast known to man. And it's simple. She's not reinventing the wheel, I realize that, but the sheer amount of butter is inspired. I'm sure many others have done this before, but I like that Grimes shared this, and it's delicious, okay? I clearly have not been using enough butter. It's not the healthiest thing in the world, but who cares? I'm gonna give it an A+. It's gonna get an A. It's not like, you know, the best thing I've ever had, but it's pretty close to like a really delectable treat. I probably wouldn't have it all the time, but I'll have it again. I'll have it again. We're gonna go onto Grimes's fortified cereal breakfast. This is what I'm using. Cascadian Farm, organic, healthy morning fiber, hearty morning farty morning fiber. Oh, looks like we've got some like hamster pellets in here. What the hell is this? This is not Grimes's fault. This is just probably why I haven't eaten this in 20 years. We're gonna gussy this hamster food up with some blueberries, some raspberries, and some banana. Wow. Yeah, this looks good. I didn't think that a fiber cereal could be delicious. I actually don't think I've ever had one. Let's get into it, huh? All right. The soul of my right molar just left my body.
It swore at me as it flew away.
That is so crunchy. Wow, it's like I've never had cereal before. Why am I acting like an alien? It's so crunchy. It's a mixture of hamster bedding and food with some berries in it and some oat milk. It's not bad. This isn't like reinventing the wheel or anything. If you don't have the berries, I don't think it would be worth it at all. But it's good. It's fiber. We're gonna be keeping it regular, which is a great thing. I like how she rolls. I like how you never know what it's gonna be. Whatever. I feel like her whole day would probably be launched. Like, what kind of day is it gonna be? Is it gonna be a fiber cereal day, or is it gonna be a butter drenched toast day? Which I relate to. I'm gonna give this a B. It's good. It's not great. It's fine. Maybe I'm just not a big cereal girly. I used to eat Reese's Puffs, which was basically just puffed sugar. And I liked Berry Kicks, more puffed sugar. So that's probably why it was so shocking for me to experience true cereal. You know, it's really crunchy. We all learned something today. Anyway, let's move on to lunch. Wow, this has been thrilling. No, Merle, please tell us more about cereal. Talk about cereal more.
We're super interested. This is cutting edge stuff.
I don't know if it was the fiber. I don't know what it was, but I had a brain blast. Straight up, Jimmy Neutron style, it came to me. Because I have become very interested in protein and getting more in my diet, I thought to myself, how can I finish the rest of this bowl? Because I certainly don't want to waste the food. My noggin started moving around. Well, actually, no. Everything stayed in place. You're gonna find this really hard to believe now. I had a thought, and I figured, why don't I add some powdered peanut butter into the milk? But if you use like soy milk, you could be looking at like 20 grams of protein in this, because there's 8 grams of protein in this, there's 6 grams of protein in a cup of the cereal, and then if you add, depending on how much of the peanut butter powder, you get almost 18 to 20 grams of protein. I'm just saying, you don't have to do this. You never have to do it. Anything. I do. But it's an option. And it tastes so good. In fact, you know what? I just realized it reminds me of the Reese's Puffs, because it's peanut butter. You can take the girl away from the Reese's Puffs, but you can't take the Reese's Puffs out of the girl. Lunchtime. All I want to say, I am still in the kitchen. It has been 5 minutes, and I just ate that whole bowl. You saw my initial reaction. When I added the peanut butter powder into the milk, I would give that an A+, maybe an S, maybe even an S if you add the peanut butter powder. I'm just saying. Now it's lunchtime. Okay, we're getting into some more squeaky territory here with this lunch. I'm noticing that Grimes likes to take something that is a thing already, that is an established thing, and then she changes a little something about it, or she makes it a little bit, she puts her own little pizzazz into it, okay? In this case, she's taking a sandwich. Here we have a sandwich, and she's removing the bread. We're gonna make a avocado tomato sandwich without the bread, with some nutritional yeast and some salt. A slice of tomato, then we're gonna take some slices of avocado, sprinkle a little nutritional yeast, a little salt, a little pepper. The idea of holding a slice of a tomato is not fun, because the inside of a tomato is jelly. It's like gelatinous smegma, you know?
I do keep having the thought that, like, I think Grimes is a huge troll, and there's a very good chance this is exactly what she wanted when she told Vanity Fair that this is what she eats for an idiot like myself to then make it and try it. It's good, but like unnecessary. I definitely don't like it better than this plus bread or plus toast. We might be dealing with a little bit of like quirky girl syndrome here, where she's like trying to be interesting. I wouldn't put it past Grimes, because Grimes is kind of a chess player with stuff like this and with social media. I'm giving it a C. It's fine. It doesn't make any sense to make your life more complicated by not having bread. Put your tomato and avocado on though. Like, does it taste good? Yes. But it's hard to eat. The nutritionally salt and pepper on this avocado and tomato sandwich, it tastes good. It's just like, it's so inconvenient to eat and it makes such a mess that's why I have to give it a C. Next, burrito time. We're going to Cactus Taqueria. She recommended the veggie burrito there. Alright, we got our burrito. We've secured the goods. This is apparently Grimes' favorite restaurant in all of LA, according to this video. It has multiple locations. Apparently it has like 4 different locations. I've never eaten here before. They had a veggie burrito, which naturally didn't come with any dairy anyway, so I've got a lot of salsa verde because that's what Grimes said that she does with hers. Let's try it. I'm so excited to eat this. I love burritos. Like, I love burritos. Don't focus on that, focus on me.
Me over here.
All right, we got salsa verde. I also got the red sauce because why not? Here's my head for size reference. It wasn't too expensive. I think it was like 12 bucks. I mean, I guess that's a little expensive, but it's LA, so that does not surprise me. Oh man, it looks so good. Ooh. Oh God, just the smell. Lots of refried beans, plenty of guacamole. I'm gonna add the salsa verde. The tortilla is so yummy. What is there not to like about this? It's pretty straightforward. Tomatoes, rice, lettuce, refried beans, guac. I'm not gonna say this is the best burrito I've ever had. There is this place that is super close to where the old BuzzFeed office used to be on Highland in Hollywood. It's like a little hole in the wall, and they had a veggie burrito. Granted, it was significantly less authentic, I'm sure, but it was filled with like zucchini and squash, like different kinds of beans, and it was so good. And this is really good too. It's just much more simple. It's to the point. Honestly, it's a lot more rice than pretty much anything else. It's good. I think I'd give it a B. I think it's good. I don't think it's an A. I love burritos. I don't think I would get it again, to be honest. If you want to go to an all-vegan place, you can go to El Cocinero, which is in the Valley. They have incredible, authentic Mexican food that happens to be vegan, and I like their stuff more than I like this. I'm happy we tried it. Next, we're gonna go for dinner, which is probably the weirdest meal of all of them. We're gonna try Grimes's sludge. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, I'm gonna be vulnerable with you guys right now. I'm actually wearing the same outfit because this is, I'm trying to be here for continuity, but really this is the second day I've been shooting this video, and I made the cereal again. There's now officially no point for me to have worn the same outfit because I just shattered the illusion and ruined the movie magic, but now you know me a little bit better. Actually, you don't know me better. Look at this. I'm eating it again. It's like a fruit salad with like cereal croutons and a delicious peanut butter milky dressing. It is so good. You must try it. It's amazing. It's amazing. I can't tell you how much I love this. It's dinner time. Now, there are a few options here. Grimes did say that she loves dumplings, soup dumplings specifically, but she didn't name a restaurant, so I'm not gonna just go get soup dumplings because I just don't think it's as interesting to go try a celebrity's like day of what they're eating unless they tell you a specific place. So for dinner, she did say that there's a place called Pasta e Pasta that has spaghetti, and we know she loves spaghetti because she ate it for 2 years and became clinically malnourished. She said it's Japanese-styled spaghetti. Only problem was I was gonna go there and get it, but they use squid ink and butter cream sauce or something, or like a butter sauce. Grimes is definitely not vegan. I mean, maybe there were times where Grimes was more strict of a vegan, but definitely is not a vegan. Like, in fact, in one of her interviews, she said, hot dogs, you can eat them guilt-free because you don't have to kill anything to get them because it's just a byproduct of a bunch of other meats. I don't know. Because it's like the asshole and the lips and the feet. I see what she's saying in the sense that she's like, oh, you're not, you know, you're actually just eating the leftovers. I don't agree. I don't agree. Even though I used to love hot dogs, famously, there was once a summer, probably 10 years ago, where I pretty much ate hot dogs every day, every single day. So she's not vegan. Let me just put that out there before somebody else does, which they probably already have. For dinner, we're gonna make her vegan sludge. She admitted and like almost didn't want to share this recipe because she said she knows it's disgusting.
Actually, I shouldn't
say this because it's kind of gross.
We're gonna make couscous, then we're gonna drown it in veganese. It has like cherry tomatoes, celery, some sriracha. It's gonna be slop. Dinner, it's time. It's time for dinner. Oh boy. Some spinach, some tomato, some celery, lots of vegan mayonnaise, and some sriracha. Let's mix this up. Oh boy. I'm scared of this. This one is the one I'm the most nervous about. I really wish it wasn't called sludge. This just seems absolutely disgusting. Honestly, I'm not excited about this at all. D. There's just something about it. It's not working for me. Then I keep eating it. But I don't like it. I would not want to finish this. I'm not enjoying this. It tastes like a crazy pregnancy craving.
And I'm not pregnant.
I'm sure this is hitting the exact spot. This is scratching that itch. Whatever that wild itch is. And power to her. I love and respect mothers. But this is not. This is itching the wrong scratch for me. And it just tastes like regret. There's a lot of mayonnaise, and the mayonnaise with the celery is confusing, and the texture of the celery with the couscous is confusing with the spinach, and it's like watery. I'm just not into it. It was as bad as I thought it would be. We did it. We burned through Grimes's pregnancy day in the life of what she eats, and am I glad we did it? I suppose. Like the tomato and the avocado without the bread, like come on, just add toast. It's just more inconvenient, but also live your life and do what you want. It just felt like trying to be weird, but you know what? I don't know, whatever. The sludge, it's just weird enough that I believe she loves it. My favorite thing that she had was that cereal that I made my own. Honestly, the fortified cereal with the peanut butter powder. I added the peanut butter powder, but still the fortified cereal with some berries is nice. Never thought Grimes would be the one who would get me to eat like a brand cereal, like a fibrous cereal. You know what? After eating all of that, I feel like a 22-year-old again. And do you know what I was doing when I was 22? I was getting myself set up with a website so that I could land an internship at BuzzFeed. Let's take a second to thank today's sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is a website platform for entrepreneurs and creatives alike. So whether you're just starting out or managing an established brand, Squarespace makes it easy for you to create a beautiful, one-of-a-kind website. You can engage with your audience and sell anything from products to content to time. All in one place, all on your terms. And if that sounds like music to your ears, wait till you hear this. There is now a new guided design system, Squarespace Blueprint. You'll have countless professionally curated layouts and styling options to build a unique online presence from the ground up that represents you and your brand. You can easily launch your website and get discovered fast with integrated, optimized SEO tools, so you show up more often to more people and grow the way you want. If you want to be like Grimes used to be and sell some merch that you can then donate the proceeds to Carbon 180, you can make checkout seamless for your customers with simple but powerful payment tools. Accept credit cards, PayPal, and Apple Pay. And in eligible countries, you can offer your customers the option to pay later with Afterpay and ClearPay. You can create your online aesthetic with dozens of modern and intuitive options, then connect your social and multimedia accounts in a few clicks to extend your brand's footprint. So go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to www.squarespace.com/Merlonial to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That is www.squarespace.com/Merlonial to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thanks again, Squarespace, for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to it. Overall, kind of mid, but hey, pregnancy cravings take you interesting places. Burrito, honestly, the more I think about the burrito, I think I almost want to knock it down to a C. There was like almost no flavor in it for me. I know, that sounds harsh, but that's my truth. And honestly, like while we're here, I think that I might have to make the couscous an F. The sludge might have to be an F. It's just, there's really no excuse for it. You know, there just isn't. Well, there is. She's pregnant. Oh God, my Libra brain. Oh no, we've kicked it. We've awoken my Libra brain. Okay. Whatever. Well, anyway, thank you again so much for coming along with me on this journey. I hope you had fun. I know I had a good time. I had some bad times too, but mostly good times. Actually, if you're still here, please like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It does help. And I will see you on the next one. Let me know who you want to see me eat like next, or any recipes you have. Just send them my way. I'm open. I'm wide open to ideas all the time. Let me know your thoughts on Grimes. I genuinely am so curious where people stand with Grimes these days. Did this video make you like her more? Less? Still the same? You refuse to watch it because you can't deal with Grimes anymore. Or you love Grimes and that's it. In the end, you love Grimes. I'm gonna go brush my teeth. Okay, bye.